Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Showdown OU ladder climb. This is going to be the last episode of the broken audio, hopefully, so let's just get right into it. So, I was feeling really lazy with this team. You can only build so many teams before you just kind of lose a sort of inspiration for it, we'll say. I just went on to the Smogon sample teams and I just grabbed one from there. This one looked interesting to me. It is a Sun team with Great Tusk, Walking Wake. I'm just showing off my teams here that I have made for previous videos. But it has Walking Wake, Kingambit, Venusaur, Ninetales, and Raging Bolt. I was saying in the video here, the only real issue I have with this team is that the Ninetales is the only Sunsetter. But at the same time, it worked out for me pretty well, I think. If you guys want, you can post a comment in there telling me about some teams that you want me to try or something. But like I also said in the last episode, after I hit 20 teams, this is team number 18. So after I hit 20 teams, so in a couple more episodes after that, I will be using a D20 to randomize which team I use. So I led with the Ninetales just to get the sun up initially. He led with Comfey. I figured that was he wanted to go and get greedy, so I went and gave him the Encore, and I'm just switching into Venusaur. So I go for my own growth here just because I had no reason not to go for a growth here. Then after I went and used growth, spoiler alert, I went and I used Giga Drain because he did Terra Water. Oh, never mind. I completely forgot that I didn't even I Terra Fired into another growth. That's what I did. I just sludge bombed the Ninetales out of here. I think the only Pokemon I was certain that the Venusaur couldn't actually beat in a 1v1 here was the Iron Moth. I was pretty sure Venusaur could beat any of the other Pokemon easily. Giga Drain on the Great Tusk, Giga Drain on the Walking Wake, Giga Drain on the Comfey, and then Sludge Bomb on the Whimsicott. The Iron Moth was the only one that I didn't think I could actually defeat instantly with Venusaur there. See, I was kind of surprised here. I don't know why he would go into the Whimsicott and then Encore when he knows I last used Sludge Bomb. Just did I switch here? I did switch. No, yes I did. No, I just went for the attack. So I switched back into Ninetales. I guess I thought he was going to stay in. I forget if he did. No, he switched. So I brought in my. What did I bring in? You know what? I should really stop trying to predict what I did because I clearly can't predict my own moves. So I stayed in, I lost the Ninetales, and I brought in Raging Bolt. I just went for the Thunderclap, I guess. probably would have made more sense to go for a different move, but so I'm pretty sure I actually went for rapid spin here, and then I went for ice spinner. And I brought in my own walking wake, and then I just went for the hydro steam. I don't think he stayed in. Right, and then it was a speed tie, I'm pretty sure, here. I won it. I got pretty happy about that. Because without the Venusaurs, I wasn't sure if I would be able to beat anything. I went for the flip turn and straight to King Gambit. Just went for the Kotao Cleave here. Figured that was probably the safest move to go for. I misplayed this one twice. He outplayed me quite heavily on that. But I still managed to survive to get the Kotao Cleave and knock out that I'm pretty sure I sucker punched here. And then I just hydro steamed, I believe. Ending this battle in a nice little W. This one here, I wasn't really thinking. The Poltegeist was outspeeding me, so I encored it into stored power. Allowed me to get a relatively free switch into King Gambit, but now this did throw me off quite a bit. I completely forgot that because of the air balloon, I'm not making contact with the ground. So I'd lose the immunity to the priority. So when I got hit with that priority, it just kind of threw me off. This Deoxys was a pain, to say the least. I decided to go for the ice spinner to just get rid of the lack of priority, the terrain. Then I was hoping to just knock it out with this next move. Which, as you can tell, didn't actually happen, unfortunately. So I brought in Ninetales just to get my sun back up. Went for the encore, but it outsped and knocked me out. I was expecting it to go for a Drain Punch again, considering King Gambit. So I went for Terra Ghost, which it didn't go for. And then it went into Terra Steel, which then just kind of threw me off more. Going into Walking Wake there was probably the best play I made in this match, because that Deoxys was just scary. I outsped the Latios. That makes me think it was either Adamant or Modest instead of Timid or Jolly. I should have went for the Thunderclap there rather than the Thunderbolt. I was really borderline about it. But I lost here. There wasn't a way for me to defeat that Iron Valiant. I gave them the GGs because that was just a couple of my own misplays that messed me up there. As I said in the previous video, hindsight's 2020. Not much I can really do after the fact. See, I was scared of that Araquanid. I really didn't want the webs to be put up. So I sent in the Ninetales like I did in the previous battle for the Sun, and he U-turned, and that did a lot of damage for what I was expecting. Like a bug move U-turn. U-turn isn't even that strong if I remember correctly. I think it's literally only there for primary pivoting. But it did so much. I lost Walking Wake. So I went to Raging Bolt just to get rid of Araquanid. I actually forget if I won in this battle or not. Yeah, I went Terra Fairy and then I just Dragon Pulsed. That was the best way for me to knock out that Latios without taking any excess damage. And then they forfeit, which I'm fine with. Let's see. I led with my Ninetales. He led with Walking Wake. I was hoping he was going to go for Hydro Steam, but I guess he really wanted the Ninetales gone. So, hindsight, I probably should have figured he was going to switch and saved my Terra for later. Because there's not many people who will go out and use attack with -2 in their attack stat. At least I know I don't. Neither did this guy. So I got rid of the Alomomola early. I was grateful for that. Alomomola is just annoying to deal with. Especially when it's my grass type just got taken out. Let's see. It used knockoff. It removed my heat rock. Pretty sure he switches at this point when I go for the Thunderclap. If I go for the Thunderclap, I don't even remember. Nope, I just switched. I made the safest play and switched into my Great Tusk. Then I figured he was going to switch into Landorus, so I went for the Ice Spinner. Then I guess I went for Ninetales to set my Sun back up, forgetting about the Stealth Rock. And then instead of switching into Walking Wake, I went and sacrificed my Raging Bolt. A logic. Because, logic is such a wonderful thing to use in Pokemon battles that when you don't use it, and then you go and you watch your battles later, you just wonder what kind of, let's say, drugs you were on that made you think that way. So, as I'm sure you'll notice with the title of this video, I'm going to say it now as well. If you've made it to this part of the video, please feel free to drop a comment of giving me an OU Pokemon team that you think I should use in one of my next videos. You can make it good, you can make it bad. It's if I see it, or if by some in the future we'll say it gets the most likes or something, I will use it. Then he brings in Meowscarada. My walking weight goes down. Then the Great Tusk goes down. And that was the end of it. So I hit them with the GGs as well. And that was the end of this episode. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.